how Animal Planet documentaries are surprisingly human. Does our offspring come into this world designed for destruction, programmed to perish? I'm trying to understand the methods of madness to Mother Nature's plan. Why does our youth have to continue to die in order for lions, tigers, and bears to survive? Oh my. I'm trying to understand how ghetto became a disease and our children are infected, unprotected from a world where the dead has resurrected, giving birth to stillborns so that Planned Parenthood can get politicians elected. I'm trying to understand why there seems to be more pennies than there are people, though only a few have sense. See, I'm trying to get it. Why people don't have common courtesy or class anymore. Why grandmas ain't whooping ass anymore. Why some of these parents send their kids to school understimulated and over-medicated knowing they act a fucking fool. Superintendents stall to pay teachers but freely give 10% to the preachers. Why we allow Atlanta and basketball wives to motivate our daughters to hustle from the bleachers. I'm trying to understand why it's money on the floor and a pastor makes it rain while our kids' knees is on the floor. I want to know why I'm often told to whisper when I feel it necessary to shout. Even as a child, I was told to be quiet every time I go to open my mouth. I'm trying to understand how someone can say they 100, but tell lies to create truth. I'm trying to understand why what's good enough for the gander ain't good enough for the goose. I'm trying so hard to understand why the ways of the world and everyone in it. I'm trying to figure out all these problems that we bring about. I'm trying to understand how someone can work 2 jobs and still be broke. How someone can throw shade instead of support, then turn around and call themselves church folk. I really don't understand why we don't stop this. I'm trying to understand why, Houston, we have a problem. Why here in the city of sex, 6,663 kids go unprocessed and a woman still gets blamed for rape because of how she's dressed. I'm really trying to understand how a black man can wear his pants showing his ass, but we get mad every time America screws him. Laying on his stomach, head down. Laying on his stomach, head down, ass up. That's the way the police like to fuck. Face down, hands up. I'm trying to understand why I can't breathe. Why I can't sleep in a city that never sleeps, in a city crawling with creeps, rebirthed by Katrina, but even her burst waters couldn't wash away the blood that stains the streets, couldn't wash away the puke and piss smell that plagues the streets. I'm trying to understand how black is not the new black, how ratchet has a standard of how black folk is supposed to act, how white people think it's okay to say a racist comment as if it's a compliment, how the right to read and write is a black history accomplishment. I'm trying to understand how lifesavers are every color but us, how black lives matter but no one seems to save us, how the diamonds in our eyes have formed chains around our necks that blinds us with bling. I'm really trying to understand how we gave up the fight for what's right. Started by a doctor who marched like a king, locked in a concrete jungle but still roared like a king. I'm trying to understand how an American dream turned into a nightmare. I'm trying to understand what will it take for us to wake up. I'm trying to understand how many poison apples do we bite into before we throw up. I'm trying to understand, y'all, why the crabs in the barrel don't pull up.